Guys, I just got out of Spider-Man No Way Home. There will be no spoilers here. None whatsoever. In fact, if you don't want even my reaction, I encourage you to just leave now. If you want to go in completely blind, surprised, then don't even watch somebody's reaction. Just wait till you can see it tomorrow in the UK or Thursday in the US. But I just saw it, and I will say, there are some amazing sequences in this film. Amazing sequences in this film. I had so much fun through parts of this film. There are parts I'm dying to talk to you guys about. There are parts of this film that I'm just dying to talk about, but I can't talk about without spoiling, without getting into plot specifics and things about it. I will say, I did have fun. I did have fun. Why I had fun, I want to be even careful saying why I had fun, but the second half of the film is definitely better than the first half of the film, in my opinion. You've seen some of the plot problems already in the trailer. They are totally legit. The plot problems in the trailer are still a problem in the movie. That said, to get to the action of what happens in the finale, etc., it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun in this movie. Now, Tom Holland does really get a chance to do a lot in this film. I want to focus on him for a second. He does get, I think, more of a chance to shine. It's still a lot of the same MCU Tom Holland we've seen before. However, there's definitely some growth, some serious lessons in this one, and I think opens up an opportunity for us to see some interesting stuff in the future, is how I will say it. Again, trying to talk through this with spoilers. The villains, you've seen the villains. I will give the villains that you've seen, I won't tell you which ones are in it, but the ones you've seen, I will say, they do a pretty good job with the villains. The villains do have moments. The villains do have opportunities to shine. It does help, though, that we know these villains from previous. So it's like, there's a little bit of like, it's kind of cheating because you definitely got to know all these villains from the previous movies. At the same time, knowing that, they get to sort of breeze through a little quicker, which definitely helps give more plot motivations, character motivations, etc. So I do have to say, the villains do shine. The villains have an opportunity to do a lot. However, you got to make sure you know who these villains are for them to really have more of a heft, more of a punch, you know what I mean? Because you've seen them in previous movies. And I don't think I'm spoiling. The trailers are showing you, yes, there are villains from the past that show up. Do other people from the past show up? I'm not telling you. But I will say, I had a lot of fun, and I do have some disappointments. I'm going to hold on to my disappointments, and I don't want to just completely rate or review this film, honestly, until you guys have a chance to see this film. Because I got to sit on it. I got to sit on some of my problems to see if I still have them tomorrow. Because I do have some problems. I do think it would be good, as my buddy Lewis at Nerd Report, shout out, he was not looking forward to this movie. So I know he had fun with this movie, and I think he had more fun with this movie because he lowered those expectations a bit. You know what I mean? And I think I went in with this movie, to be fair, I went in this movie with insanely high expectations. I was so looking for, I literally cheered. I was the only critic in the critic screening who got up to cheer at the beginning, like, let's enjoy the movie, yeah, I was excited. Which I'm sure annoyed some people, but I wanted to make sure we went into this experience having fun, right? And I want to have fun with this movie, and I did. But go in with, lower those expectations just a bit, because that way you're either going to be just floored and have a blast, or maybe you won't, and then you won't be disappointed, because I do think some people are going to be disappointed by this movie. But I think a ton of people are going to love this movie in addition. So, look, you got to see this in the theaters. You got to see it before things get spoiled. There are things that will get spoiled. So make sure you see it in the theaters. I do recommend this film. If you're a Marvel fan, if you're a Spider-Man fan, if you like Spider-Man movies, you got to see this movie. This movie definitely is a very important installment in the Spider-Man canon. I think they do some clever things with it, but they do some silly things. So yeah, that's where I'm torn. There are absolutely some silly things done in the film as well, and you're either going to just not care and ignore it and just be like, it's cool, or you're going to love it and just be like, Yeah, give me more, give me more, give me more. I will say, I think they could have written some things better. I do think they could have written some things better. It's weird. If you're really paying attention to the MCU, there's so many things they could have connected it to. And I'll just say, I guess, they don't connect it as much as I thought they would. Now, they do some things. I'm trying not to spoil things. But, they do get a spell wrong, is how it all goes down. That was a good movie. He liked it. The security guy liked it. Most of the people in the theater seemed to like it. It was a smaller critic screening. It's a fun, exciting movie. But yes, I went in with very high expectations. And I wish I'd gone in a little bit lower because I definitely... Look, here's what I'll say. Because again, I'm not going to stay here forever talking about this. I wanted to give you an immediate reaction. And then on Thursday, we will do a full spoiler talk for some of you who've seen it. But I want to give you guys an opportunity to see it. And I don't want to be one of those channels that just spoils things. There's no purpose. I know some of you are going to see it tomorrow. Hopefully you'll see it tomorrow, early Thursday, and then Thursday evening. Let's connect and we'll talk. Look, there are some amazing scenes in this film. Amazingly, there's some, and those scenes alone give this even though I have problems potentially, the positive scenes in this film are too good to ignore. So I can't deny, and I'm not trying to be a killjoy, and I don't want to be a killjoy. My only note to you is, again, I will repeat myself, lower the expectations a bit because they're only going to be rised or, be right in that middle when you go in for some people. And I think if you go in too high, you might be a little disappointed because, again, some of the plot choices and excuses, reasons for the plot, I got to think on it, I guess. But some of the sequences and what it amounts to and some of the, especially the third act, yeah, I'm so excited to talk to you more in depth about this as I can. As for performances go, there are some great performances. And Tom Holland, again, gets to shine. Zendaya, I'd like her. I know some people give her a bad rap, but I thought Zendaya was good. I'm not a huge Ned fan. He's just kind of annoying, but I know he's the friend. He's trying his best. But even just, I don't know, there's something about the actor and the performance. I've never been like a huge Ned fan, but there's definitely a lot of Ned in this. Yeah, and then there's Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange he's kind of silly. I feel like the film, I don't know, I feel like the film didn't best use Doctor Strange. But Doctor Strange is an interesting character because he's so powerful. He's a sorcerer supreme. He's incredibly powerful. And I'm curious what you guys think of Doctor Strange. I'm curious what you guys think of Doctor Strange because, again, part of my plot problems of like, would Doctor Strange do that? Would Doctor Strange really? Would Doctor Strange mess this up? Things like that. Just be prepared for it, is I guess what I want to say without getting too, again, not trying to give you any spoilers. And I warned you at the beginning. I wasn't trying to be a killjoy. I said, don't even watch me if you don't want any reaction that's going to dissuade you from seeing this film because I do think you should see this film. Absolutely. There are reasons to see this film. And I don't want to talk about them yet because I don't want to spoil it for you because you should go in and enjoy the film is the bottom line. However, you're going to ask some questions like, would Doctor Strange do that? Would Peter Parker do that? Things like that. You know what I mean? And that is the only warning I will give you all as you get ready to see this. And I do recommend you see it. Yeah, so that's my immediate reaction is excited. I wish I had been more excited. There are 2 end credit scenes, not going to get into specifics. There are 2 end credit scenes. There's 1 mid credits, which definitely watch. I have thoughts and concerns, feelings about the middle one. And then the ending one, I mean, I don't think it's a spoiler to tell you the last one is going to tee up the next movie. And obviously, because we know another movie's coming. And then the last one tees up a movie, and I got thoughts on that. And what they do in the end. So definitely stay through the end, pay attention, because the last one's pretty much a trailer for the next movie. So again, I don't think it's a spoiler. Be prepared. There's a trailer for the next movie at the end, pretty much. And I got thoughts. I got thoughts on that because I got thoughts. So lots more to talk about as I get to, when I'm allowed to spoil it with you guys. But overall, definitely see it. Seeing your comments, did the movie have any Latinx representation? Hey, Lewis, I don't think so. Did they? They didn't mention it, thank God. I didn't feel like this was a woke film by any stretch of the imagination. Did I see it? Sorry. How was the movie? I just told you, Nurtroy. It's good. It's fun. It's very fun. There are some sequences that are going to be like, what? Yes. But there's also like some moments where you're going to be like, wait, does that make sense? Or yeah, I gotta think of one of those. So if you want to just completely ignore the plot and enjoy the action and sort of the fan service, you're gonna have a blast. You're absolutely gonna have a blast. I've been worried about this movie because everyone's so ready to spoil it, and I feel like most of the plot has already been discussed. I'm holding out, saying there's a twist. No comment. No comment. Just go and see it. Just go and see it. Will, hey, what's up, Will? Hey, Janine, did Grace and Andy disagree? I don't watch Grace, so I don't know. Cinema Queen, hail. I don't know. Yeah, hail to you. Garrett, I expect it to be an emotional. I would say it is an emotional roller coaster. It is definitely. There are some. Again, I'm trying not to spoil. There are some emotional scenes. Again, like I said, there are some great scenes in this film. There are some great scenes in this film. Don't get me wrong. There's also some interesting choices the plot makes in justifying the film's actions. Is all I can say. Garrett said people who always have high expectations will always be disappointed. That's not true. I've gone in like Endgame, that fulfilled my expectations. Sorry, I'm trying to. This will be my first in theater experience. I was just trying to see some of your comments. So there you go. Thanks for everybody tuned in. Did anything surprise me? Yes. Yes. And I knew most of the movie. There's a couple minor things there's a couple. I'm not going to tell you what I got wrong. Well, again, watch the film, see it. Will I cry more than Endgame? There's a very good chance you might cry. Depends. I don't know how emotional you get in movies. There you go. But yes, to answer the question, did anything surprise me? Yeah, some stuff surprised me. Some stuff surprised me in a good way, and some stuff surprised me in a bad way. So again, not telling you. You can go spoil it if you want elsewhere. I'm not going to do it here because I think you guys should go enjoy the film. So there you go. Spider-Man No Way Home. I got to see it. I'm very happy I got to see it. So thanks for letting me see it, Sony, here on IMAX. We saw it in IMAX, the AMC IMAX. And there you go. How much of the film did I know roughly? Again, I'm not going to tell you. We'll talk about that Thursday night. I'm not going to comment on my reports. No longer want to spoil anything, whether I was right or wrong. You'll find out yourself when you see it in the theaters this week, and then we'll see it on Thursday. Is the IMAX worth it? Yeah, I'd say so. See Dolby at least, or IMAX or something. Make sure you get good quality on this because it's huge budget movie made for some huge screens. So without a doubt, I would not wait to see this streaming on Disney Plus or Netflix. No, you want to go see this at a huge screen theater, and definitely worth it because this movie's going to make a fortune. And this is a movie you want to see with a crowd, without a doubt. I did not have a crowd with me. It definitely. I wish they would have let us bring some people from. We weren't even allowed to bring guests. I wish they would have filled it up with some crowd because the reaction from the crowd would have made it even funner. So it was a little bit of a bummer that they didn't. There were 8 of us in the theater, and that was a bummer. I was kind of disappointed they didn't help us fill up the theater because Disney, Sony, what are you doing? I know you don't want spoilers, but geez, come on, make everyone sign an NDA or something to get in. So it's one day. It opens in the UK tomorrow. So Jesus, tonight's Tuesday. It's already out. What are you guys worried about? So there you go. I definitely think check out. Sorry, is this reversed? Sorry if it was reversed. I don't know why. It shouldn't be. I'm on my phone. Definitely check out. Now this is whereas Spider-Man No Way Home is going to be in theaters tomorrow in the UK, on Thursday in the US, and see it. Was the CGI? Yeah, CGI was good. CGI was good. So I am going to see it again with the theater. I bought my ticket for Thursday to see it with a crowd, but I wanted to react and know before everyone spoiled it, so I saw it tonight. It wasn't IMAX, but it wasn't a full crowd, sadly, but I'm going to see it again on Thursday with a crowd because I want to experience the moment with the crowd, and I implore you to do it too. See it on the big screen with a crowd. Hopefully you guys will enjoy yourself. So thank you for joining in here on Movie World. Why don't you do me a favor and hit the, it's not reversed, good, it's only on my phone. Go hit the subscribe button because this is my movie channel where I do more movie content. Yes, usually I'm in studio, but I wanted to report here straight from the theater, and I found this cool poster that was lit me cool. So follow me here, hit subscribe, and stay tuned for more movie coverage. We got a lot more coming. More scoops are coming here. I'm going to be putting movie scoops here because I seem to get some movie scoops right. We'll see if I got it on this one. But I seem to be getting some movie scoops right. So stay tuned here for Movie World. Hit the subscribe. More reviews, more news, more movie stuff, breakdowns. All will be here. So thank you guys so much. You can go back. If you just tuned in live, you can go back and rewind and watch it. In fact, please refresh, watch it, give us another review. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow live on Popcorn Planet. We're live every day over there at Popcorn Planet. Every day around 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we go through the news. So thank you everybody for tuning in late. Get excited. The film is fun. The film is fun. Thanks for watching, everybody.